What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video for you guys today, man. And in this video I want to give you guys a tour of my daily driver. I've been having this car for 6 years now. It's been my daily driver for the past 6 years, and I'm finally making a video on it today. And without further ado, guys, this car is a 2004 Lincoln Town Car Ultimate. All right, so a little, I guess you could say, history on the Lincoln Town Car. This car is powered by a 4.6 liter V8. It's 281 cubic inches, and this one makes 239 horsepower, and it's rated at 281 pound-feet of torque. So just a little fun fact for you guys. It also has a 4-speed transmission. So like I said, I just want to make this little video about the car, man. It's been my daily driver for 6 years. It served me real well over the time I've had it. I still own it. Just do a walk around video of it for you. I haven't done too much to it mechanically. The only minor / major things I've done to it since I've owned the car was replace the transmission filter or the transmission screen. I changed out the rear air suspension in it. And actually what I did, guys, I just replaced the airbags and put springs in it, a spring kit in it. Because on these cars, the airbags will start to leak, and sometimes you'll notice after you haven't drove the car for about a day or two, the rear of it will end up squatting down at the back. So that's why I went ahead and changed it. Mine wasn't so bad that it left me hanging, so to say. I just went ahead and changed it out once I noticed that it started losing air in the back, and I just ordered a kit. I did all the mechanic work on it myself, and all it was just a spring kit and new rear shocks. I'll go on to here and show you guys how that look. I'll do it to the best of my ability. Let's see. Yeah, there it is right there. That's the new shock. You probably can't see the spring that good. Well, actually there's a spring right there. Yeah, it was a kit that I put on here a few years ago. And the only other thing that I had to replace on it was the intake manifold. Because on these cars, the intake manifold will it'll leak coolant. Once I get around to that side of the car, I'll go ahead and pop the hood for you guys. The only other thing I've done to it was I tinted the windows. It's pretty much a bone stock car. For a Lincoln, that's pretty much the best way to have it, is bone stock. And these cars come with factory dual exhaust. That's kind of why they get the extra bump in horsepower. It's because the dual exhaust. And there's one. There's the other one right there. But yeah, it's factory dual exhaust. I can say, guys, that this is the smoothest riding car that I've ever had. I don't see too many Ultimate Edition Lincolns nowadays. But I guess kind of what makes it an ultimate package would be the fact that only a few things. The factory sunroof, and then on the key fob here, the trunk will actually do something kind of neat. Go ahead and hit it a couple of times here, and the trunk automatically open with the touch of a button, and then it'll also close. Yeah, so that's a little cool feature that the Ultimate Edition have. And then also another thing that they have is the memory seats, and then the heated seats also is another cool addition that they have. Now about this car, 6 years ago, guys, and it's been my daily driver for 6 years. The only little minor things that I've done to it is just change out all of the bulbs for LED. So it got LED bulbs everywhere. Anywhere you can put a light in this car, I put all LED bulbs in, and I did this a few years ago, guys. Of course, this one is starting to go out, so it'll be time to replace those again. But when I bought the car, guys, it had 63,000 miles on it, and currently the car have, let's see here, I'll show you guys here, sitting on 261,000 right now. So I've put approximately about 100,000 miles on this car since I bought it, and it's never given me any major problems other than the airbags and the intake manifold, which wasn't a problem at all, really. I'll go ahead and show it to you guys right now. Oh, on these Lincolns, they got this grab handle right here. You just grab it, pull up on it. Excuse my engine bay, guys, it's a little dirty. Oh, another thing I changed, of course, is the spark plugs on it. I done that a couple of years ago. I put what is it, a new fuel filter on it. What else have I done to it? Oh, I changed the radiator on the car once before too. I changed the radiator, the AC condenser. That's about it. Alternator still original, water pump still original, belt tensioner. I think I changed the belt tensioner on here once. Oh, and I also changed the AC compressor. I went ahead and just changed that stuff out just because it was old. But this is the new intake manifold that I put on here, right there. I used a red Loctite on it for that temperature sensor right there. Wasn't too bad of a job removing it. Just pretty much have to take off the coil packs, remove the fuel rail, take the alternator off, remove the air cleaner assembly, and remove a few vacuum lines, throttle body. That's really about it, guys. It's not too hard of a job. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. I just did an oil change on it a couple of days ago. Like I say, I'm sitting on 261,000 miles. The only other thing that I replaced on would be that I put a new coolant reservoir on here a couple of years ago. As you could see, yeah. Oh, and of course another battery. I put a new battery on here. Like I say, guys, I just want to make this video to show you guys a daily driver. Only other thing that I changed on it was I put LED headlight bulbs in it, high beam and low beam. They are, let's see, believe they're 6K white. Oh, another cool thing that I put on the car for added security, guys. If you noticed in my grill area here, I put a heavy duty engine oil cooler on here, and that'll be this guy right here. And then I put a external transmission cooler on here as well. And I'll kind of go under here and show you guys a view from under the car, how those guys look there. Let's see if I can. All right, so yeah, you probably can't see it, but these are the lines coming off of it here. Transmission cooler right there. You could kind of see the bottom of the engine oil cooler, but basically I just done those mods there for longevity of the engine and transmission, because the number one thing to kill a transmission is heat. So I went ahead and added the trans cooler, engine oil cooler on there, and that takes care of it, guys. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start it up for you. Excuse that blurriness there for a second, guys. But yeah, I haven't done too much of this car, but just regular routine maintenance on it. So yeah, of course, I got a K&N air filter in there. So I'll go ahead and start it for you guys. There's no check engine lights on or anything. The only light that is on is the air suspension light. This is not a cold start or nothing, but no check engine light. It went off. Smooth car, it's quiet. AC works. It's actually kind of hot, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on here. You might have heard the compressor kick on. But yeah, the air suspension light stays on, and that's because I replaced the air suspension. There's a way that you can get that light to turn off, but I'm not really worried about the light. It doesn't bother me. So as you guys can see, it's running smooth. It's not misfiring or missing or anything. AC compressor down there is going. I'll go ahead and close it up. And like I say, guys, this Lincoln, it's a pretty quiet car too. Smooth, most comfortable car I've ever owned. Let's see, give you guys some exhaust here. Got some exhaust action going on right there. Little drips right there, guys. Yeah, it's a pretty quiet car, man. Like I say, man, I can't complain. Smoothest car I've ever owned. I could jump in it now and drive it across the country if I wanted to. So yeah, I plan on keeping this car for a long time. I just like how smooth it is. It's very reliable, never gave me no problems. I've only changed out minor stuff on it. Some guys might consider it major, but I consider what I've done minor. I've done all the work on it myself. Like I say, it's really not a lot to it. I keep it serviced, keep it maintenance, pretty good. I'm gonna need some new tires on it before long, sooner than later. But that's not a big deal either. You know, I get tires pretty good price. One thing that I did add on to the car recently was the hood ornament right here. It didn't have one on here for the longest. Didn't have it when I bought the car. I always wanted the hood ornament on it, so went ahead and found one, put it on myself. But yeah, other than that, man, it's been smooth sailing. I ain't gonna hold you guys up too long, man. I just wanted to make a quick video, give you guys a little rundown of the car, you know. But if you want to see another video or more like this, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you want to see. I got a couple of other cars that I'm gonna do some stuff to, that I'm gonna go ahead and add to the channel, man. Got a truck, and then I got my Escalade. Those of you guys that like Escalades, I got some footage of that too. So some more videos coming, guys. All right, see you guys in the next one.